Let's make a chord progression sound like more than just chords. If you've been playing basic chords for a while and you're looking for a way to spice up your playing, keep watching because I'm going to show you how to take simple chords just a step further. The chords we're using today are essential for everyone learning ukulele. We're using an F major, C major, D minor, F major, B flat major 7, F major, G dominant 7, and C major. By the way, I'm using a super tenor ukulele. This one is tuned in low G, so low G, C, E, and A. But if you want the tab and the interactive tab, check out my Patreon page. You can also learn more about playing the ukulele. Check out my daily uke challenge where you can learn something new every single day. These type of things. Every single day from Monday to Friday. Check it out. I'll leave all the info in the description down below. So how can we spice up this chord progression? Step number 1, let's talk about strumming. Strumming is the most intuitive rhythmic technique on ukulele. If you are a beginner, you can play these chords with a simple strumming pattern, brushing the strings up and down in a rhythmic fashion. But if you want to take it a step further, there are 2 things you can do to diversify your strumming technique and bring it closer to an intermediate level. Single note strums. You want to pick individual notes between strums. These single notes add color and groove to your rhythm. Or selective strums or pocket strums. Strumming only a specific group of strings, such as just the top 3 strings. So instead of strumming all the strings all the time like this, you do a full strum, a single note picking on the 4th string, and then you do selective strums on the top 3 strings. So now you have full strum, single, full strum, and then down, up on the top 2 strings. Now we can apply this strumming pattern to all the other chords, and with just these small changes, we transformed our strumming into something more refined and unique. Next on the list is the fingerpicking technique. This is definitely a step forward from strumming since fingerpicking requires more precision and time to develop. It's also less intuitive than strumming. If you are a beginner, you can start with the simple Pima arpeggio. Now, Pima stands for thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. Here are 3 key rules to follow. The thumb plays the bass note of each chord and should be positioned slightly ahead of the other fingers. The index, middle, and ring finger follow their natural order. And so you have thumb on the 4th, index on the 3rd, middle on the 2nd, and ring on the 1st. Take a moment to practice this simple picking pattern. Another thing that fingerpicking allows us to do easily is add a melody to the chords. This is possible because, unlike strumming, fingerpicking lets us pluck individual notes freely. If you are a beginner, start with a simple melody of 2 or 3 notes per chord. This helps you get comfortable mixing harmony and melody, and most importantly, you get used to switching from arpeggiating the strings to single note plucking with the alternate plucking technique. So we can learn a melody of just 3 notes. First open string, 2nd string fret 3, second string, fret 1. Just 3 notes. And then we play those 3 notes at the end of each chord, like this. If you're more advanced, try making the melody more rhythmically and melodically interesting. Let's talk about minimalistic chords. This technique involves breaking a chord progression down into smaller chord shapes with no more than 3 notes, sometimes even just 2. This approach adds a lot of color to a chord progression and helps you break free from common chord shapes. Let me give you an example with this chord progression. We're playing F major, C major, D minor, and F major. But what if we change the chord shapes and play those chords here? So the F major will be played like this. C major, D minor, F major, B flat major, F major, G major, and C major. If you are a beginner, play these chords using only your thumb and index finger. If you are intermediate, add extra strings to expand the harmonic possibilities. Now let's talk about triads. We're going to explore triads and look at 3 variations of the same exercise. A triad is a simple 3-note chord. It consists of the root note, the main note that gives the chord its name, the third, which determines the chord sound, if it's major or minor, and the fifth, which gives stability to the chord. The cool thing about triads is that you can play the same notes in a different order. This is called an inversion. An inversion happens when a note other than the root is placed in the bass. Now we can play those triads across the fretboard. So for the F major, we're going to play the triad like this. 12, 13, 12. If you don't want to play the first chord in such a high position of the neck, you can play this F major right here. 0, 1, and 0. C major, 12, 12, 10. D minor, 9, 10, 8, and F major, 9, 8, 8. B flat major, 5, 6, 5. F major, 5, 5, 3. G major, 2, 3, and 2. And C major, 7, 8, 7. When I put the whole thing together, Now we can use a simple finger picking pattern with thumb and middle on the 3rd and 1st string, followed by the index on the 2nd string. Let's play all the chords with this beautiful picking pattern. Now we can add a melody to each chord shape. This is gonna make these chords sound even more melodic and beautiful to play. Last but not the least, we can make this chord progression sound like a beautiful classical piece by playing a longer melody within each triad shape. Now, if you love this instrument and you want to know more about it, if you want to learn more things just like what we learned today, but you want to learn it on a weekly basis, check out my daily uke challenge. You can learn something new every day from Monday to Friday, and we focus on fingerstyle, strumming, technique, creativity, and musicality. We have 52 routines, weekly routines, so you know what to practice for the entire year. Also, you can get the tab and the interactive tab on my Patreon page. You can support this channel so that I can keep making these beautiful videos for you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this lesson. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you soon.